Hey, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel, The Belanley Babe. Belanley means finds wealth at home, and that's exactly what we're about here on this channel, finding our wealth at home by budgeting and saving via our cash envelope systems. If you're new here, what's up? My name's Rita, and if you're returning, thanks so much for coming back. Let's jump right into this video. All right, y'all, so today we have an unstuffing video, or our cash expense cash out video. We are going to be paying ourselves back for any purchases that we made on our credit card over the last 2-week pay period that we need to pay ourselves back from either our sinking funds or our cash wallet. So I have been doing this and I have been liking it. I will say, however, that I might start doing weekly. I know I've been titling these weekly, but typically it's been me paying back expenses that have occurred over 2 weeks. But I do really want to start doing weekly check-in videos to hold myself just a little bit more accountable, because I just feel like since the weather's warm and I'm getting out of the house more, I'm starting to be a little bit more lackadaisy with my spending. And of course, we don't want that on this channel because we're all about staying on budget and all of that great stuff. So anyway, let's jump right into it and see what I spent. So as you guys can see here, I have my ErinCondrenbudgetbook. I have been enjoying this. If you don't know, this is new for me. Within the last pay period, I got this new budget book and I wanted to start using it, and hopefully it is going to be my planner piece for budgeting. I am still getting used to budgeting within this format. So I've already discovered a few ways that I want to tweak how I budget for next month, not next pay period, but next month. So you guys will see that in just a few weeks. But once we open it up here, you can see that we do just have our two dashboards. So we have our bill dashboard, which we're not going to go over this today. That will be for a budget with me video. But I do just want to point out my dashboard here. So at the top, we have our May goals. I am halfway through. I'm not going to say 100% when it comes to becoming more of a consistent expense tracker. I think I did okay this pay period, but I definitely can do better, especially with tracking like every single purchase, regardless of whether I actually use cash or use my credit card. I have not yet opened my high yield savings account. I want to make sure I do that before the end of the month. And I have opened up my individual investment account through Robinhood. So that was a very easy process. I'll explain that a little bit more when I get to the money that I used to invest. But again, it was extremely easy. Yeah, I'm excited about that. And if you are interested in opening your own Robinhood account, I do have my referral link in the description box. I will get a stock and you will get a stock if you use my link. So definitely consider signing up for that. Mother's Day has gone and went. So just happy Mother's Day again to all of my mamas. Every day is Mother's Day in my book. We've made one purchase so far on Amazon, $20. This was an unexpected purchase, and my buffer account actually covered this. This was just for some ant, like it's called Toro. It's basically like ant poison. It's the season, the weather's getting warmer, and the ants are starting to show up, and they need to get out. So that's what that is. And then, as you guys know, my husband went away 1 week this pay period. He actually comes back tomorrow. And so far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 no spend days so far for the month of May. All right, so this is just the dashboard of my bills and my income so far. We're not going to go over that in this video. All right, so this is the page that we want for this video. This is our sinking funds. You guys already saw me stuff this, but what we want to do here is look at the expenses that we've made so far for this pay period. So yeah, I took the liberty of going ahead and marking them all up so that I didn't do it in this video. I did not actually track this as I made the purchases. So I didn't come back to this book every day and write down the purchases because all of these purchases were made on my credit card. So because of that, what I did is I just pulled up my credit card statement and I transferred the information over here, and I actually grouped things together. So for instance, like this line item of gas for $45, that was actually 2 gas trips during this pay period, but I just lumped them together just to make it a little bit easier. So you guys will see that all of these purchases are for May 6th through May 20th. For next month, I think I do want to try to actually write every single purchase down, but I think I want to get like some colored markers or something like that so that I can do different colors for every category to make it easier when it comes to me totaling everything up. So let's just go through this. I'm going to go ahead and apologize for my voice, guys. It's a tad raspy. I think the weather, it's like my throat is just like really dry and it's so super hot. I think today is supposed to be 91 degrees and I'm already burning up filming this video. So I apologize if my voice sounds a little raspy, but these are all of the purchases that I made for the pay period. Like I stated, these are lumped together. So I'll let you guys take a look here and then I'll probably just keep the picture in the corner as we go through and we unstuff. But we spent $81 at Acme. We spent $57 at ShopRite, $15 at Rite Aid, $15 at the Dollar Tree. I get like all of my paper products and cleaning supplies from the Dollar Tree, y'all. Do not sleep on them. $45 for gas, $10 for coffee. I had a $35 copay for a doctor's appointment. We spent $70 at Home Depot, $100 in investing, $200 towards Treat Yourself, a new agenda. I'll explain that later. $40 for debt. I'll also explain that later. And then the rest here, guys, this needs to be explained because, woo, yeah, I don't even have an eat out envelope, but we spent $35 at Wendy's, $14 at Dunkin' Donuts, $21 for Thai food, $20 for pizza, and $32 for Chinese food. So let's go ahead and add up all of these expenses and see how much we spent. $890 is what we spent this pay period. So I'm just going to write that down here. All right, so $890 is what we spent. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to come over to this page here where we are going to reconcile. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write down the sinking fund that we're taking from, the amount that we're taking from it, and then we're gonna mark here what our balance is for that sinking fund. Okay, so I wanted to grab a red pen so that if I go over budget on anything, I can mark it with this pen. Okay. All right, guys, so let's see what damage was done. So first we had our groceries for $181. So what we're going to do is write down groceries, and even though some of these are going to be cash envelopes, my header still says sinking funds, but you guys get the idea. So we have grocery. Let's see what we have in grocery to put towards that $181. All right. So in grocery, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, 180. All right, so that's pretty awesome. We have exactly $180, so we're just under by $1. So what I'll do is I will write that we are subtracting, let's see, we're subtracting 180 from grocery, and our amount is going to be -1. So I put a -1 because we should have had an extra $1 bill in there to cover it. So I hope this makes sense. I don't even know if it makes sense to me, but this is how I'm doing it as I go. All right, so we're gonna sit money over there. All right, so the next we had another grocery expense, and we also had a pet expense, and that was for, I think you guys will be able to see it on the screen here, but I got a flip for myself, so 57 bucks. So we know we don't have any more grocery money, so let's see our pet envelope and check out what's in there. Okay, so in pets, we have 10, 15, 20 bucks. Looks like we might be having a little bit of red in this video. So 20 bucks in pets. And what was that, 57 minus 20. So we are at negative 37. All right. That's okay. We are going to get our lives together, guys. Don't worry. Okay, so next we have Rite Aid and Dollar Tree, which were both 15 bucks for the home category. I think we actually can do that one and cover it completely. So home, that is a cash envelope here. All right, so in home we have 10, 20, 25, and 30. So that's awesome. We have exactly what we need. So we took out 30 bucks. And that leaves us with 0. 0, but it's not red. Okay. So next we have gas. So we need $45 in gas. I actually just filled up my tank too, so hopefully that gas lasts me over into the next pay period. But for gas, we have $20, $40, $45, and $50. So that's awesome. We have enough to cover and we have some left over. That leaves us with 5 bucks. So I'm going to take 45 over here and we are going to put our $5 back in our gas envelope. Okay. Next is coffee. All right, so coffee, we need to take out 10 bucks. And so that 10 bucks is from 2 drinks at Starbucks. You guys know I'm Team Dunkin'. With that 10 bucks, I probably could have got 4 coffees at Dunkin'. But I was at the mall one day, and then another day I was just home. But yeah, 2 drinks for 10 bucks from good old Starbucks. And we still have all of our $10. So that's awesome. That's negative 10, and that leaves us with a 0 in our coffee envelope. All right, now we're moving on to medical. Okay, so that's a sinking fund, a low priority sinking fund. And what was it? Where is it? Oh, 35. Okay. So yeah, so that was an OBGYN appointment that I went to. So my specialty copay is 35 bucks. And my kids have appointments coming up too, so we're gonna have to put some more money in here. But right now we have 10, 20, and 30. I hope I'm in frame for you guys. Okay. All right, so that leaves us with negative 5. Pens. Never want to work on camera for you guys. All right. So after our medical appointment, then we went to Home Depot. Okay, so Home Depot for $70, investing for $100, new PM agenda for $200, and then debt for $40. All of those right here came from my Mother's Day money in my Treat Myself envelope. So let's go ahead and break that down because again, it's all coming out of the Treat Yourself envelope. I think it's actually titled spending, but it's not my cash envelope spending, it's my personal spending. All right, so that's going to be over here. No, not girls trip. Here we go. So I told you guys that my husband was very adamant about telling me to not save this money and to spend it on myself for Mother's Day. So that is exactly what I did. I made sure I spent all of this money up. So the $70 that we spent at Home Depot, so that was just like, what did I buy? Like gardening stuff. Like I love gardening and growing vegetables. So like I got tons of like different plants. I got a whole bunch of succulents for my house and for my little potted plants and things of that sort. So yeah, I had fun going to Home Depot and picking out all of the cute like plants. I don't know if there's any other plant mamas out there. The $100 investing. So this is the Robinhood. So I opened up a Robinhood account and I dropped $100 in there for investing. So we're just starting small, you guys. You do not have to have a ton of money to invest. So for that $100, I purchased one full stock, 2 full stocks, and then a partial stock. And I will put on the screen the different stocks that I actually invested in just in case you guys are interested. And then because I invested the $100, I also got my free stock. So my husband already had a Robinhood account, so I just used his referral link. So he got a free stock, I got a free stock. And I think my free stock is actually like doing really good right now. But anyway, again, if you guys are interested in opening your own Robinhood account, the link is in the description box. It will give you a free stock and myself one as well. No pressure, but I know a lot of us are interested in women investing and starting that out, and it was a very easy process. So then we have a new PM agenda for $200. I know, you guys are probably going to be like, you didn't need it. Whatever, I needed it because it's basically the same one as this, but it is in the multicolor. So it's like white with the multicolor LVs on there. It is absolutely beautiful, guys. And I do not own any multicolor LV products. And so that's kind of like a unicorn item for me. And I was able to get it off of Mercari from a seller who I've ordered from before. And so she actually worked with me in regards to negotiation. So it actually ended up being, I think, like $280. So I just used $200 towards that. And then I also had a balance on Mercari from selling and a coupon on Mercari. Mercari is great. So I had a $20 off coupon on Mercari towards another purchase because of an issue that I had with my tracking updating on a order where I was shipping to someone else. And so Mercari is really good where like if you reach out to them with a concern, they're like, you know what, we apologize. It was an issue on our end. Here's $20 credit towards another purchase. So I actually forgot that I had that. So I used some of my Mercari balance. I used my coupon and then I put this $200 towards it. And then debt. So $40 towards debt. So the reason I did $40 towards debt was because, let me see if I can show you guys visually. So I wanted to put $40 towards debt because you guys know we are debt snowballing. And in my last cash stuffing video, I did $550 towards debt. And that brought me to $4,960. The previous cash stuffing, I did $410, but I did not keep that in here. I automatically put it on to my card because I did not, I want to pay that down as quickly as possible. So right now in my envelope, I currently have the $550, but I was like, you know what? If I add $40 more, I can give myself another 1K slip. So that is exactly what we are going to do. So let me see if I have any 1K slips. I do. So I have a 1K slip here. So let's take that $40 right now from the Treat Yourself envelope. And we are going to add that to this money. So this should now be 590, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, 550, 560, 70, 590. All right, so with this $590, that now will bring us to $5,000 allocated towards debt. So what I'm going to do is take this money out to put it towards my credit card. And we are going to add this 1K slip in here. So we now have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 allocated towards debt, guys. Woo! That's amazing. I am super excited about that. Capital One is almost out of here. All right, so that was explaining where that $40 was coming from. And so let's add this up. So we had 70 plus 100 plus 200, and then the 40, but we already just took the 40 out. So $370. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6. So we have 360 here. Yeah, so we're short $10 here. That's okay. I feel like I can pull that from somewhere. I don't know. So yeah, let's just write it as what it is. So we pulled out, actually, we pulled out $400 in total, but we needed 410. Is that right, guys? Did I do that right? We had 70 for Home Depot, 100 for investing, 200 for Treat Yourself, and 40 for debt. 410. Okay. So we pulled out 400. And we were over $10 for that budget. All right. And now, this eating out situation. So we had $35 at Wendy's. We had $14 at Dunkin'. And then we had $21 for Thai, $20 for pizza, and $32 for Chinese food. Yeah, so there's some explanation behind this. We went grocery shopping, and then my kids just wanted to eat out a few times. And you know what? I forgot that when my husband goes away, I made a habit of me and the kids eating out on the day that he leaves. Because when he first started going to do his contract work overseas, the kids really didn't understand why he was leaving so much. And so I would try to distract them by doing something fun. So we would like order pizza and have ice cream, or like make it a movie night. And so it's kind of become like a tradition. And so the day that he left, they were like, "What are we having for dinner?" And I was like, "I don't know, something. Let's go take a look in the fridge." And they're like, "No, no, no, Mom, like we're eating out." So that was actually the Wendy's night. The Dunkin' night, that was, or not night, the Dunkin' day, this was actually breakfast. So me and my toddler, we were out, and we got to his school really early before they opened. And so I just went and had breakfast with him in the parking lot before, his school opened while we waited. And so that came to $14, $21. So the Thai and the pizza were one night together. One of my girlfriends came over and me and her ordered Thai, and you know, that's too fancy for the kids' taste buds. And so we ordered them a pizza for the kids, and then also Chinese food. So yeah. So the way that I'm going to break this down, as you guys can see, is I'm going to use my buffer money for the majority of this. For the kids' pizza night, I am going to use $20. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, for the Thai, I think I'll do social outing, because with my girlfriend, that was like a social outing. Like, we couldn't go out because we both had our kids, and so we just stayed inside. So yeah, so let's do that. So let's do social outing. All right, and that is my pink binder. I went 20 bucks in here because I really don't stuff this envelope like that. And so we have 20 bucks for social outing, and that leaves us with 0. Then we had the pizza for 20, and we're going to take that from Family Fun because the kids really didn't need the pizza. They just wanted it. So I'm just going to take out, let me see, do I want to do my 10s or the 20s? I'll just take out the 20. Leave myself some change in here. Okay. So this is going to cover pizza night. Family Fun had 50 in it, so that leaves 30 bucks for us in that envelope. All right, so the 35 bucks. All right, let's add this up, the ones that we didn't have cash for. So our Wendy's was 35 bucks. Dunkin' was 14. And Chinese was 32. All right, so that's 81 bucks that we need to account for. In addition to the social outing and the family fun we already did. So I just realized that I have not pulled anything out of my miscellaneous spending, and eating out is definitely miscellaneous spending. So let's see what we can use from there. My throat is really bothering me, guys. Woo. All right. Does anybody else get sick when the weather changes? That is definitely me every single time. All right, so in miscellaneous spending, we have 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 bucks left. So we're gonna do minus 24. That's 57. Oops, I did that wrong. Dang. I don't have my whiteout up here. Okay, I don't have my whiteout up here, but I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do minus, what was it, 24? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have to fix it. It's supposed to be minus 24 and negative 57. Okay. All right, so now what we are going to do is we are going to add up this red. So we had negative 57 plus 10 plus 5 plus 37 plus 1 So that is an extra $110 that we did not budget for. So let's count our money to see how much we actually have going to the bank. Oh gosh, this is not organized at all. Hold on one sec. $20, $40, $60, $80, $100, $20, $40, $60, $80, $200, $20, $40, $60, $80, $300, $20, $40, $60, $80, $400, $20, $40, $60, $80, $500, $20, $40, $60, $80, $600, $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80, $90, $700, $710, $15, $20, $25, $30, $35, $36, $37, $38, $39. So $739. $739. If you add the $40 that we added to debt, which I have just separate over here, then that's $779 that we have, that we are allocating to go back to the bank. So when you look at it like that, we have $779 that's going back into our bank account on our credit card. It's $890 minus 779. It's 100, yeah. So $111. Gosh, guys, I'm terrible with math. $111 was unbudgeted. However, for the Wendy's and for the Chinese and the Dunkin', which was the $57, that was unbudgeted. That is coming from my buffer account. So that from my buffer account for this last pay period, I still had like 81 bucks in there. So that's 57. So let's do 81. I'm sorry if this is confusing for you guys, but it makes sense in my head because I just know how much money is in my checking account. Like how much of that $100 buffer that I leave myself every pay period is in my checking account. So I have $81 of that left minus the $57 for eating out. And that leaves $24 that is still unbudgeted outside of the money that I account for this pay period. So this additional $24 will come from my buffer account as well, but it will come from money that was just already in my account that did not come from my last stuffing, if that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense, guys, because it makes sense to me and I'm able to like just talk through it really quickly because I know like how I budget and I know what I'm talking about as far as my finances, but I'm not sure if that makes sense for you guys. So basically zeroed out all of the money that we stuffed last pay period. So we zeroed out our cash envelopes minus, I think there's still $5 for gas in here. And then our sinking funds. So even going over $111 in budget, we were still able to, only have to spend $24 of money that was not stuffed in last week's pay period. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, guys. I'm sorry if it doesn't. It makes sense for me. And I know all I have to do is pull $24 from my checking account to put towards my credit account at this point. So yeah, hope that makes sense. I'm sorry. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, as usual, put them in the description box below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Hey, beautiful people. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also hit that post notification bell to never miss a video on my channel. I'll see you in the next one.